So I want to read this to everyone, and just to give it some thought, or you're either going to be into it or you're not going to be into it. But I want to read it because I'm into it. The School of Paradise Gardening, a Utopian Fantasy. Once upon a time, there was or will be a small community of persons who shared a goal to create a paradise garden, develop it, maintain it, live in it, enjoy it. It is a collective garden community. There are areas of responsibility: vegetable, herb, and fruit gardens, structures, water system, nursery and seed collecting, kitchen and food preservation, bees, mushrooms, and many more. The fellows know what they are responsible for. Whatever they need is provided, including help, quote, apprentices, and guidance, quote, elders, tools, materials, text, TEXTS. On a typical morning, everyone, apprentices, fellows, elders, will be working together in one part of the garden, planting, weeding, harvesting, pruning, propagating, fertilizing, grubbing, labeling, terracing, mulching, etc. On a typical afternoon, the fellows and elders are engaged with products in their own domains. The apprentices assist where needed. The apprentices rotate between helping in all sectors, and in the course of a year come to understand how it all works, learn where everything is kept, how to anticipate and deal with the usual problems, how to distinguish the garden plants and the weeds, and what to do with each, etc. Apprentices are provided room and board. Board means groceries. Everyone shares in the food preparation. At the end of the year, apprentices may be invited to return as fellows. Fellows receive room and board, a modest monthly subsidy, and the opportunity to earn income either by taking on a pre existing, quote, business or by starting a new garden related one. Examples would include selling seeds, seedlings, plants, produce, or value added products, marketing information, landscaping, promoting workshops and tours, etc. Fellows may also, if they wish, construct their own shelter using primarily materials available on the land: clay, stone, wood. Other materials are provided or improve an existing one. The garden has its own income stream, which provides whatever food we thus far can't grow ourselves: tools, materials, books, utilities, quote, phone and internet, truck, etc., as well as the subsidy to fellows. Everyone pitches in to help the garden earn money. That's part of the morning shared work. But the garden also affords an almost infinite number of other opportunities to generate a modest income. And how much do you really need if your shelter, food, medicine, lights, music, internet, phone, shower, hot tub, companionship, transportation, etc., are provided? And it is these opportunities which fellows are encouraged to explore. An expected outcome of this program is that participants will leave with not only a thorough knowledge of how to develop and maintain a paradise garden, but with a specific product and indeed an established business website to generate the unavoidable amount of money needed to survive, and hopefully a little extra to thrive. A prerequisite for apprentices is basic gardening knowledge experience. meaning a full season gardening apprenticeship or the equivalent. Fellows are expected to have considerably more experience. The best and most natural way to become a fellow is to be an apprentice here for a year and then, by mutual agreement, move up to become a fellow the following years. As indicated above, fellows will choose or be assigned areas of responsibility: vegetable garden, fruit garden, herb garden, kitchen, apothecary. I don't know what that is. Apothecary with a C. Apothecary. Structures, water system, etc. Individuals with considerable garden experience plus the necessary specialized knowledge and experience may move directly to fellowship. This is a small community, say 6 to 12 adults. There is much interaction and camaraderie. There is a shared interest in paradise gardening, i.e., the development of a way of living on earth that is sustainable, democratic, and satisfying. Sustainable means beneficial, or at least not injurious to Gaia, the planetary ecosystem. Democratic means beneficial, or at least not stealing from our fellow humans, which requires considerable restraint since, as Americans, we are born with a license and sometimes seems a mandate to steal. Satisfying means beneficial to our health and happiness, and herein lies the crux of the matter. It is above all essential that we consider our lifestyle with its implied limitations on, say, gasoline. Use as little as possible, ideally none, or purchased food. Use as little as possible, ideally none, etc. Not as self-sacrifice, but as liberation. Beyond health and happiness, the personal goals of paradise gardening are ataraxy and enthusiasm. Ataraxy, Ataraxy, means calmness or tranquility. More specifically, the peace and contentment which follows from having a certain knowledge of the world and one's place and role in it. Ataraxy was the main goal of the school of Epicurus, a rival of Plato's academy in ancient Athens, and this utopian community is partly based on his garden school. John Lennon's lyric, Imagine, hints at the pleasure of ataraxy and how quickly the world could change if we could change our worldview. Enthusiasm, Latin for inspiration, refers to freeing the God within to act, not just at occasional periods of creativity in the studio or worship in church. We seek to infuse our lives with enthusiasm, to wake in the morning, the God within eager to engage with the world, the God without, to live in a paradise garden in the company of enthusiastic gardeners. Joe Hollis of Mountain Gardens describes his concept of paradise gardening, and then there is a video that you can go to that is called The Paradise Gardening Concept by Joe Hollis. This is a video that I wanted to do because this article here basically, this is something that I could have wrote myself, but I wouldn't have wrote it like this. Whoever wrote this article, I'm about to find out who wrote this. Whoever wrote this article put it almost exactly how I'm thinking of this whole thing. And there was something else that was mentioned that wasn't mentioned in here, is it is a place for artists too, to give each other ideas and to shoot, thoughts and other things back and forth at each other. It's kind of like a Wild West shootout, but with art. It's like a game, but yet we're there with each other doing that kind of thing. And I really wanted to read this because this was very interesting, and I haven't came across anything like this for a very long time. And it's just too bad that the guy Joe Hollis died about a week or so ago. I don't know if it's 3 weeks or like a week ago. He died. And it's like, this is why you don't wait, because I was going to do this like 8 or 9 months ago and I hesitated. Now, if I would have just went and did what I wanted to do, I wouldn't be in these circumstances that I'm in. I would have had 8 or 9 months to learn from a person that I really wanted to learn from, and now he's gone. So now I can't know. Now I'm gonna have to get to know another person. I know there's a lot of more people in this world, but it kind of sucks. It really sucks because he is one person that I found in this whole world that I really resonated with and that I was really interested in knowing and getting to know and getting to work with and getting to learn with and to have that kind of apprenticeship. Because here on out, all that I am into the arts, I am into apprenticeship, I am into building, planting, knowing things, learning things, making my life as best as I can to get to. And it says a utopian fantasy, but why does it have to be a fantasy though? Do you see what I'm saying? Why do we keep saying a utopian fantasy? Why don't we make it a reality? Why do we keep saying it's a fantasy? We call it dystopian real though, right? And listen, I don't have a problem with like dystopian novels and people talking about whatever and how the world can be and how the world is, but yet the reason we don't do this is because nobody thinks about it. Nobody talks about it. Nobody is about it. Nobody is actually putting it into action or whatever. And then all of us wonder why the world is like it is. Because it's like right here when it says, and this is really crazy how they put this in here. John Lennon's lyric, the song, Imagine, hints at the pleasures of ataraxy and how quickly the world could change if we could change our worldview. That's a change of lifestyle. That's a change of how we see everything. And I don't want to start preaching in this video. That's not why I do these videos. I do this to spread information. That's all I do it for. I do it to give information to other people and myself. But first I got to give the information to myself so that I know it. So I don't know. This is just me giving out what I know and what inspires me. I'm just giving you what inspires me, and this inspires me a lot. This is what I want to do the rest of my life. What this article has said and what I just said in this video. This is the thing, kind of all in one thing for me. It kind of sums up the whole. It has literally taken what I've been looking for so long, and I don't. There's not going to be too many other places. There's not going to be too many other things like this. There's just not. I look around and it's very hard to find people with this like-mindedness or places with this like-mindedness. And it's just that time in my life. I don't know how else to describe it. So, like I said, this is the beginning of my journey here with this. I said this before, and all I did was go to some job where I didn't really learn anything. I went to the job that I went to that I'm not at no more. I went there to learn how to plant food and what the plants were and all that, but I didn't end up being in the garden itself. I didn't end up, and it was fruits and vegetables. It wasn't messing with herbs and other, botanical stuff. I want to know how to do it myself. I want to do it myself. You see, I want to make a place for myself. It's all about the refuge. It's all about the refuge. And it's all about what I just spoke in this video. That's what it's all about for me. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. And in this is so much stuff. In this is many categories of things. It's many different ways of reaching out or talking about something or studying something or saying how does this do this and why does this do this. It's like a web. It's like a web of creativity. And that's all I can think of. I can't think of anything else. I just can't. That's how my mind is. That's how my brain works. And I just think we are in a very sick world right now. And I think that we need to get back to communal living. We need to get back to a community of like-minded people with something like this. I don't see any other way. I do not see any other way for myself. So I'll let y'all go with that. Take care. If you want to help me out as a person, please donate below. I will leave a description for my PayPal. And what else did I want? I wanted to say something else before I ended this video, and I just lost train of thought. Oh, well, it's okay. I lost train of thought with it. But anyway, this is literally the epitome of what I am on individually. Even though I have this bull crap that I have with some of my mental health, that is not what makes me who I am. That is not what I am. That is not what I'm going for at all. Like all those things are just something that kind of plague my life a little bit. Those are things that I think if I have these things, I can deal with them a little better. You know what I mean? I know there is no such thing as a cure all. I know there is no magic pill, but yet I want to find something like a magic pill in this life, don't you? I want to find some kind of good drug that can help me. I want to find something that has never been discovered before. That's what I want to do, and I want to be able to have things in my life or be able to take things medicinally and because we are the land, we are plants, we are everything that we eat. So this is just something that is right now a lot of the world is not into. But if you ask me, I truly think that the future is literally good drugs, creative people, homestead living, and to focus on those things, not the things that we're focusing on right now. That's what I think the future is. And I just don't understand why, while we are here alive, why there aren't more people talking about these things. I really don't get why there aren't more people thinking about this or talking about it. It makes no sense to me at all. The way is creativity. The way is art. The way is medicinal plants. The way is building. The way is communal living with people that are interested only in that, in and of themselves with each other. That is the only way to live. It's the only way that I know to live. I'm not interested in anything else that is going on out here. I'm not interested in nothing else. So, anyway, y'all, I don't know. This is kind of like me journaling what I'm going to do from here on out, and I'm not trying to put a burden on myself doing this. I'm just saying I need to talk about this because I don't know where else to go to really vent these things. I really don't know because I don't have anything right now to really vent to but YouTube. And that's that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come on here and let people know what I know. But yet again, I can't do anything for anybody else. I can only do what I'm doing for me right now, because I have to first focus on myself. And I think we all need to focus on ourselves, but you know, that's not good advice either though. Just focus on you, but then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing with, you know, just don't be some narcissistic a-hole that just, it's like you're stepping on other people to get what you want to get. And that's how I see this world that we're living in right now. It's just, how can I get more? And how can I step on these people to get more? And I hate it. I hate it. I hate this competition shit. I hate this having to look like I'm so much more, or having to do these things that you don't want to do to get money. Like all these commercials and all these things I see, it's all it is people just getting you to do things for more money, selling more products and selling more of this and doing more of this. Yes, it's about that, but the way that the thing that we're going for is this get rich thing, get to the top thing. And to me, this doesn't exist. There is no such thing as getting to the top or ever having enough. Being rich is not going to really, that's not going to make anybody content. Yeah, you might have a lot, but what is that going to do? That's not going to fill any kind of the void in your life. That's not going to fill any kind of space that might be missing for you. And like it says here, John Lennon's lyric Imagine hints at the pleasure of ataraxy and how quickly the world could change if we could change our worldview. So, I don't know, y'all. This is all that I want to know, and it's all that I know now, and it's all that I'm focusing on. So, I will talk to y'all later. If you support the channel, thank you. I appreciate it. Right now, all that you can help me with, though, is a donation or a tip if you want to help me. That's how you can help me the most in these times that I'm in. So, thank you. Take care. Later.